Russian President Vladimir Putin is set to visit India on December 4th for the India-Russia Annual Summit. After that, he's going to meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on December 5th. This is Putin's first visit to India after 4 years, and the timing is very crucial. This is because the US is again pushing for a Ukraine peace plan and hopes to gather more cooperation from key nations, including India. On the other hand, Putin has stated in Moscow that he is looking forward to an elevated cooperation with India in the upcoming visit. Moreover, India has its own share of US pressure, with President Donald Trump maligning India's purchase of Russian oil. Hence, all eyes are set on India and the diplomatic talks that will unfold in the next 2 days. Here are the key agendas that are most likely to be discussed in the Putin-Modi meet. As we mentioned earlier, the US is pushing for a Ukraine peace plan and they want all the key players on board. Meanwhile, India has constantly avoided condemning Russia for the Ukraine war while calling for peaceful settlements. But this time, according to international affairs expert Sriram Sundar Chaulia, Modi could take a step closer to acting as a mediator. Behind the scenes, diplomacy by Modi is feasible and has happened already to some extent, Chaulia said. He also said that Modi could nudge Putin to accommodate some Ukrainian and European concerns to bring about a cessation of the hostilities. The US has exerted significant pressure on India to halt purchases of the discounted Russian oil. Earlier this year, Trump imposed a 50% tariff on Indian imports to increase pressure over the issues. He claimed that these purchases fund Moscow's war on Ukraine. So far, India has rejected the allegations, saying it prioritizes national interests and energy security while also following international sanctions. But there's a problem. This position on sanctions may invite complications as the US has imposed new sanctions on 2 major Russian oil companies. Indian officials said the country will avoid buying oil from sanctioned producers while keeping options open with companies that are not targeted by the restrictions. Vice President of Foreign Policy at Observer Research Foundation, Harsh Pant, commented on what the future of Russian oil imports will be like. He said, "It all depends on the market forces and how effective sanctions are in weaning away Indian private sector or state-run companies." Energy cooperation is going to be a major topic of discussion at this summit. This includes India's investments in Russia's Far East and expanded civil nuclear collaboration. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov further confirmed that there might be a nuclear energy agreement between India and Russia. There will be an offer on small reactors, he said, while recalling the Russian contributions in building the Kudankulam nuclear power plant in Tamil Nadu. According to sources involved in the summit, India and Russia are looking to develop economic cooperation and trade facilitation. India wants to increase the export of pharmaceuticals, agriculture, and textiles to Russia while seeking a removal of non-tariff barriers. In imports, India wants a long-term supply of fertilizers from Moscow. Another key focus for both countries is the safe and regulated migration of Indian skilled workers to Russia. Maritime, healthcare, and media exchanges are also agendas of discussion. India is expected to push Russia for faster delivery of 2 S-400 surface-to-air missile squadrons, which are yet to be shipped due to a supply chain disruption post-Ukraine war. Indian authorities are also likely to explore the possibility of acquiring additional S-400 units, which proved effective during the recent standoff with Pakistan. Talks are also expected on upgrading India's Russian-made Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter jets, while Russia is keen on selling the Su-57 fifth-generation stealth fighter jet to India. Despite India diversifying its procurement of military hardware over the last few years, Russia continues to be its biggest supplier. Yet, New Delhi has kept its options open to other foreign suppliers. So, keep an eye on these agendas during Putin's meeting with Modi, as they might set the tone for major global developments and international relations.